Suspended Ekurhuleni Acting Police Chief Brigadier Julius Mkhwanazi is expected to respond to allegations levelled against him at the Madlanga Commission. That's happening, of course, this morning. Brigadier Mkhwanazi has been implicated in the Ekurhuleni blue light saga, this for unlawfully installing and authorising the fitting of blue lights in the vehicles of attempted murder accused Mkhwanazi Madlanga. Evidence before the Madlanga Commission suggests that Brigadier Mkhwanazi was shielded from any disciplinary processes by retired Ekurhuleni City Manager Dr. Mkhwanazi. Yesterday, suspended Police Minister Senzo Mkhunu testified that he has never been accused of corruption since he has held public office. Mkhunu, who will testify again tomorrow, has been placed at the centre of corruption allegations made by General Mkhwanazi in July for his alleged links to alleged criminal cartels. Right, let's cross over to SABC News anchor Sakina Kamwendo and SABC News reporter Kani Mapanga for an update live from the Bridget Mabandla Justice College in Tshwane, Gauteng. Sakina, good morning.
Well, morning, Leanne, welcome. College Day, one of the Madlanga Commission. And of course, yesterday, we saw the now retired former city manager of Ekurhuleni, Dr. Mkhwanazi, completing her evidence, and that was then followed by the police minister who is on special leave, Senzo Mkhunu. And Kenny, just looking at what came out of that evidence yesterday, so we know that today will be the evidence of one of the chief protagonists in the allegations as far as the Ekurhuleni Police Department is concerned, and some of the shenanigans that is alleged to have taken place there in Brigadier Mkhwanazi. But of course, yesterday, one of the things that the former city manager was quizzed on was what seems to have been an irregular appointment of Brigadier Mkhwanazi to begin with.
Indeed, and there are several concessions that she has made regarding that particular process, although she claims she doesn't recall on multiple events leading up to that particular decision. However, it seems that when Chief Madlanga was quote-unquote pushed out, she then granted the acting EMPD chief position to Brigadier Julius Mkhwanazi and approved an increase on his package at that time, an increase of 6 figures to his package in order for him to take on that post. And this all speaks to the overall theme of the alleged close proximity that she had with Brigadier Julius Mkhwanazi and the kind of conduct that she allowed to thrive within the city of Ekurhuleni under the parallel structure of this particular character, because we're hearing that not only is this individual entering into memorandums that he has no place to enter into lawfully, he is also running a parallel structure, allegedly, including a unit that is accompanied by civilians that are alleged to be part of acts of kidnapping, extortion, theft, even murder, and were not disciplined in light of that. And it was through her term that these allegations came about. And instead of dealing with the various, misconduct allegations that she was faced with, not only did she shield Mkhwanazi allegedly, but she also victimized a lot of the staff members that were speaking out about that particular conduct that they were seeing from this particular individual, who quickly rose through the ranks because of his alleged close proximity to her. And she was also called out about the fact that she didn't have much explanations for her conduct, which is clearly improper, but instead chose to try and weaponize sexual harassment claims against Madlanga to even rape, to the extent that she wanted a rape victim to come and testify before the commission. And that really has nothing to do with the allegations she has to answer to as to what action she took in the face of allegations of criminality, and whether or not she shielded an individual that was allegedly deeply compromised, not only with this alleged cartel member, Mkhwanazi Madlanga, but in the conduct that he was meting out within the Ekurhuleni region that included gross criminality throughout the region with the help of civilians, allegedly. But instead of answering to that, it seems that it was a bit of a mudslinging exercise, which is what the commission called out when they completed her evidence, that they're not going to call a rape victim to come and be re-traumatized so that she can throw dirt on the name of Mapiye, when really the probe here is to test the extent to which the alleged criminal syndicates had infiltrated the city of Ekurhuleni and the extent to which criminality had taken over that particular municipality.
So some really damning allegations this commission has already heard against Brigadier Julius Mkhwanazi, and as we say, already looking at how he was appointed and the processes that unfolded, which were yesterday shown up to have perhaps constituted an irregular appointment in the end. So all of that, of course, will be tested along with everything that Kenny has mentioned already. It's all about the blue lights and the sort of contracts that he entered into unlawfully on behalf of the city of Ekurhuleni, and what the repercussions of that was in along with all of the other allegations of things like theft, for example, hijackings that were committed using some of those blue lights. That was laid in evidence here. So all of that will be ventilated when Brigadier Julius Mkhwanazi takes the stand here at the Madlanga Commission today. And when we come back, we'll also touch on the second half of the evidence laid yesterday, which was that of the Minister on special leave, Minister of Police, Senzo Mchunu. With that, it's back to you, Leanne.
All right, thanks very much, Sitina. We look forward to crossing into the two of you later.